This is Jerry with Jerry's Retirement Wisdom. We've been back to the Dollar Tree and picked up another half dozen or so items that I think are going to make some great hacks. Why don't you come along and see what we come up with. Hack number 1. First item we found was this cup organizer. I think what we can do is screw that down in our boat, and then we have a place to put our coffee cup. We also have these extra places where we can put our super glue, line clippers, bobbers, odds and ends, and that'll make it nice and convenient to have that close by. Hack number 2. We found these mop and broom holders, and like I said, $1.25 a piece. And I think I've got the idea that we can use these to create rod holders for your garage or shop or wherever you store your rods. We'll mount one at the top, and we can use it to put our rod tip up through the mop and broom holder. And then at the bottom we'll mount the mop and broom holder there, and we can just press fit our rod handle in at the bottom, and we could even line up a number of these in a row, and you'd have a nice set of fishing rod holders for about $2.50. Hack number 3. We all know it's important to have crazy glue or super glue on our boat. You need it when you're tying braid to monofilament, or you're tying a lure on braid, or tying a lure on really anything. It keeps you from having that knot come loose and you miss that big fish. So at the Dollar Tree, you can pick up crazy glue. They're right by the registers, and they're $1.25. It's a great buy. Hack number 4. These lighters come 2 to a pack at the Dollar Tree, and a really good hack is when you've got a Cinco or any other kind of worm or plastic lure, and it's seen too many strikes or too many hooks. One of the ways to repair that is simply use the lighter, warm up that section of your worm, and just press it back together. And there you go. The artificial lure's been warmed up, pushed back together, and you're good as new. All you need is a simple lighter. And I don't even smoke. Hack number 5. Not really so much a hack as a convenient and inexpensive find, but up near the registers I saw that they're selling sunglass cords, and these are only $1.25. If you've ever dropped your prescription glasses in the creek or lake, you know that for $1.25 you can save yourself a lot of grief. Pick up a set. Hack number 6. A friend of mine gave me this handy advice. Take a red marker and one of your crankbaits, and you just simply accent the gills with red. And for some reason that seems to be a good fish attractant. And all you really need to do that is get a permanent marker with a kind of a medium tip and highlight those gills. Just that easy, and your crankbait will be more effective. Hack number 7. This is probably my favorite hack. And what I did is I found these. These are called finger shooters. They look like little rockets, but it gave me another idea. So I picked these up, I picked up some epoxy, and I got 25 foot of paracord. Now my idea for these, I'm going to take these finger shooters, and you'll notice they have a 1/2 inch hole in the end already there. So I'm going to cut off the front section of these shooters, about a 3/4 of an inch or so up from the wings. Okay, we don't need that part. And then I've cut myself a little piece of dowel rod about 6 inches long. And I'm going to take my epoxy and I'm going to glue those dowel rods into the ends here of these finger shooters. And then I'm going to take my paracord and a heavy weight, and I'm going to fasten that paracord to my dowel with the weight on the end, And this is going to make a great marker buoy. Okay, so we're ready to put together a marker buoy. I've got a piece of 1/2-inch dowel here, and I've already cut the ends off of these finger shooters. So really the part that we need to use are these two pieces with the holes already in the end. And you remember I said I picked up some epoxy. We're going to squeeze out equal parts of the 2-part epoxy, and we need to mix those together. Then we'll take our dowel rod and we'll just put a little epoxy on each end of the rod. We'll just press our finger shooters, one at each end. While that's drying, I'm going to take a little piece of cord here, and another use for a lighter is we're going to clean up the end here of our cord. We're going to feed this through our heavy sinker. We'll tie a nice tight knot on here, square knot. And just to be sure, we'll double knot this. Okay, trim this off. Okay, good and strong. Then we've got our two pieces now glued to the ends of our dowel rod. We're going to take this paracord that we purchased. Remember, all these items are only running us $1.25. We're going to tie a clove hitch on our dowel rod. And I have a previous video that tells how to tie these knots. That's a real strong knot to tie on a round rod. And that'll get us started there. And I think we'll take the cord around here to the back, and I'm going to add just a drop of that epoxy on here, and that'll dry and keep that line on there real strong. Then it's just a matter of wrapping our line around until we get the line all spooled onto our buoy marker. So we're going to take the end of our paracord and we're going to slip it under the cord that we've tied through our egg sinker. This one's called a bowline. It's one of the strongest knots. And that knot right there should hold that good and tight. So we'll keep this in our boat, and then when we need to mark a good location, if we've come up on a school of crappie or a hot spot, we'll be able to mark it with our marker buoy. So we've got our marker buoy. We're going to give it a try. I'd say that was a good result. So for a sum total of about $3.75, we got ourselves a marker buoy. This has been Jerry with Jerry's Retirement Wisdom. Today we found a few more items at the Dollar Tree that turned out to be some pretty neat hacks. I'm especially proud of how the marker buoy turned out. If you like our videos, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll keep those videos coming. We'll see you next time.